Into your sanctuary, we've come to adore you, Lord. Into your sanctuary, we've come to adore you, Lord. In adoration and praise, we glorify your holy name. Into your sanctuary, we've come to adore you, Lord.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the communion of the Holy Spirit be with you all. My beloved brothers and sisters, we are in for another beautiful day, being Thursday, the 20th day of February 2020. Our readings will be coming from Epistle of St. James chapter 2, verse 1 to 9. Our responsorial psalm will come from Psalm 14, verse 7a. And gospel message will come from Mark's Gospel chapter 8, verse 27 to 33. The theme of our teaching today is being on the side of God. We have opportunity to be on the side of God or to be against God. Because God created us for himself, and we will never rest until we come in him. Our meaning, life has meaning when it's fulfilled in Christ. When it's on the side of Christ. James is telling us how to be on the side of Christ. When you're on the side of God, you cannot show partiality in life. You can never be partial. He said again, James went on to tell us, to be on the side of God, you will not maltreat any person. You will treat every person equally. Even the poor people are chosen by God. People who are lonely in heart. They said are poor in spirit. He said even the so-called rich men will sometimes honor to the detriment of the lonely ones. And the people who oppress the people. And the people who extort from the people. And the people who kill the people. And the people who drag the people to court. And the people who even take the name of God in vain. They blaspheme against the name of God. And wanted even to be called gods. But the simple theory is that you should love your neighbor as yourself. If you have that belief of God in you, the principle of God in you, that you should love your neighbor as yourself, you wouldn't want to be dishonored, so don't dishonor any person. If you're on the side of God, and the side of the word of God, you can be partial. But otherwise, you'll be partial. And when you are partial to one another, in treating others not in the same way, automatically you are committing a sin. You charge for the sin of transgression against the law, which is talks about the equality of man and woman, rich and poor. And Jesus began to tell us how to be on the side of God. We are told that Jesus in the gospel message went to the town of Caesarea Philippi. And on the way at disciple, who are the people saying they act about public opinion? The apostles told them in the public opinion, many say you are John the Baptist, who came back to life. Many say you are prophet Elijah, and came back to life. Some say you are one of the prophets. You can see the public cannot be on the side of God. They don't know God. And then they asked the apostles, who then do you say I am? The apostles, with all their eloquences and closeness to Christ, didn't even know him. They better say you are Christ, the Son of the living God. The chief priests will oppose Christ. Many people will oppose him. They even were promoted above their mental capacity. And I find their personal interest superior to the mission for which they were called, and the chief priests. And the scribes are the professors, the learned ones, who believe their knowledge of education should be the basis of existence. And we should follow them, that the climax of the society intelligence. They will oppose Christ. Because he's coming to contradict all of them. To prove that not the people they claim to be. And people should not follow them because they lack knowledge of what is true about life. So these three people are going to reject Christ, persecute him, kill him. Third day he will rise. He was telling the apostles plainly what will happen to him. For a person who believes in God, he don't suffer, you make a sacrifice. So when you are not encouraging you to make sacrifice for the glory of God and for the good of others, you are the side of men. But when you have learned to make a sacrifice for the glory of God and good of others, you are the side of God. That's why God sent his only son. As you can see in John chapter 3 verse 16. And the only son gave himself completely to the point of death so that others might live. That people being on the side of God, ready to make sacrifice for the good of others. When you are on the side of men, your personal interest is superior to the common interest. So you can see being on the side of God is doing good, being just, believing in equity, believing doing good for the glory of God and for the good of others. But when you're on the side of men, you are filled up with self, with self-interest becomes supreme. You can see when you're on the side of God, you become individualistic. When you're on the side of men, you become individualistic. When you're on the side of men, you will talk about hedonism, your pleasure. But when you're on the side of God, you talk about your sacrifice. You talk about the good of others, selflessness. So being on the side of God is to live according to the word of God. Is to keep to the commandments of God. And to imitate God who sent his only son to sacrifice himself completely for the good of others. Now why the psalmist who understood it so well today say, the lonely one come and the Lord had him. People who lowered themselves to sacrifice for the good of others and for the glory of God, God will not answer them. But people who are caught up in themselves, filled with themselves for their own good only, to the detriment of others, don't belong to the side of God. Since we have known today that God called us to be on his side. That's why he said, I'm the true vine in my branches. And if Jesus had told us that no greater sacrifice a man can make than to lay down his life for the good of his friends. As you can see in John 15:13. And you know the judgment, there is some people who are on the side of God that will enter the kingdom of God. People who gave me drink when I was thirsty, who gave me, clothed me when I was naked, who fed me when I was hungry, who welcomed me when I was a stranger, and visited me when I was sick, who came to care for me when I was in prison. As you can see in Matthew chapter 25, verse 31 following, people are on the side of God. But people who doesn't care for any other person on the side of evil one, and they cannot make the kingdom of God. Since God has called us to be on his side, and now we call his own children, we're bound to go by his own standard, not our own standard. May God give us the grace. Open our eyes to know that God called us to live in him and for the glory of God and for the good of others. We ask this through Christ our Lord. May the blessings of Almighty God be upon all of us, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Peace be with you all. I look forward again to see you on this Restoration channel.